Hello and welcome to this Therapeutic Thursday. Now, this week I wanted to talk to you a little bit about meditation and a few little pointers that may help. Now, for starters, a lot of people cannot do this. I even have a hard time sitting like this. And if you want to follow along, I will be doing a very small, short meditation with you today. But you don't have to sit on the floor. You can sit on a chair, you can lay on the bed, you can do whatever is comfortable for you. Now, what I do, because I do not have as much flexibility in my hips as I would like, is I take a pillow. This is just a couch pillow, that we don't use. And I sit on it, but I sit on the very edge so it kind of tilts my hips forward. And that helps. So if your hips can be above your knees, that really helps in comfort. The other thing is just to do a little stretching before you start so that, your hips and your legs aren't quite as sore when you're done. Because if you're like me, I'm going to get up and I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, right? So again, you don't have to sit on the floor. Now, what I like to do when I do these short meditations, and I'm talking like under 5 minutes here, is just to relax a little, move your shoulders around, roll your neck around, get it to where your body's feeling okay. You can even do a little bit of this to kind of just loosen your ribs and everything up, just because you're going to be sitting here for a couple of minutes and you want to feel as comfortable as possible, right? So the first thing when you get here is, what do you do with your hands, right? You see so many people even doing certain hand movements, which you can do. You can do whatever you'd like. But there's two things that I always look at. How am I feeling in the moment? So if I'm feeling a little scattered and I need grounding, I put my hands down on my legs. It kind of helps hold me here, but it's a sense of really feeling grounded and connected to the earth. So if I'm feeling very scattered, I will put my hands down like this. Now, if I'm open to receiving energies and, maybe I want to feel light, I want to offer myself up, and offer to be open, like I said, to receiving different energies from around us, different messages, that kind of thing, I might go like this, right? And even trying that, try the difference. Just like close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths. You're going in through the nose and out through the mouth. And see what the difference is. Put your hands down on your knees. And again, you can be sitting down on a chair comfortably. You could even be laying on a bed or on the ground with your hands touching down, palms facing down. And really see how that feels. How does that energy feel to you? Take another deep breath in through the nose, and then let it out through the mouth. And then flip your hands over so that your palms are facing up. And do the same thing. How does this feel in your body? Take another deep breath in through the nose. And then let it out through the mouth. Do you feel that difference? Now for today, use whichever method works best for you. What felt more right, more true for you today? So that would either be with your palms facing down or up. So you choose. And I want you to keep your eyes closed. And keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when when you're breathing in, breathe in deep, starting down at your low, like on your ribs and your lower lungs. Breathing the air in so that it comes all the way up into your throat. And then pause. And then releasing all the air out. Until there's no air left. And you can pause there too. And just take a few more breaths. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'd like you to focus on your breathing. Try to let any thoughts or anything come and go. Don't pay any attention to them. Similar to people watching, where you're sitting, say, on a park bench and you watch people walking by. You just watch them in your field and then they're gone. And do the same with your thoughts, letting them pass by. Not giving them a second thought at all. Try to just let those thoughts go. And if you have any thoughts that are stuck, or even if you have a part of your body that's bothering you, I want you to breathe them out. So when you take a deep breath in, make that a cleansing breath. And then when you breathe out, breathe those pains or those thoughts out through your mouth so they escape your body. You can visualize this with colors, with actual words like you're seeing written, feelings, emotions. You're breathing them out, and you're taking in pure, clean air to replace what you're breathing out. And sometimes you may want to take a deeper breath. Just make sure you blow all the air out. Another thing that I find very beneficial is using your breath to breathe in what you'd like. And I love visualizing colors. So, when I do meditations, I can see colors vibrantly, in different places. And say I see, a beautiful, like right now, an indigo. And I want to breathe that into my body. I want to take that in. I'm going to breathe that color in and visualize that my breath is filled with that color from that's surrounding me, and I'm pulling it into my body. And then when I'm breathing out whatever no longer is serving me from inside my body. I'm releasing those, say, ruminating thoughts. I'm releasing the pains. I'm releasing those things that are not serving me, that are holding me back. And I can take in some beautiful white light too. Breathe that in. And send it all out throughout my body, throughout my arms, my chest, my core, down my legs, out my feet. And just take the few breaths in. See what colors are really showing up for you. Maybe a teal. I get teal a lot. Blues or greens. And you can breathe out, the murkiness, the darker colors. Say there's red for maybe pain, or sorrow can be a dark, muddy. I get muddy browns. Breathe those out. when you're feeling lighter and clearer, after you've breathed out what no longer serves you, then I want you to pay attention to your hands. I find it easier with palms up, but you can do it with palms down as well. I want you to, keeping your eyes closed, focus on your hands, the palms. What are you feeling? Do you feel the tingles? Tingly there? I want you to pull those tingles up your forearms. See how far up you can get them. Can you get them all throughout your whole body? And then I want you to visualize a color, a light. What color surrounds? What are you seeing that's in the palm of your hands? Can you feel the energy? Can you manipulate it? And I want you to do the same thing. Take that energy. Right now I see a white light, and I'm going to pull it all throughout my body. Right now going to my hips because they are a little tender. And into my lungs to help me expand my heart out too. And you can move your shoulders. I like sitting up straighter, just feeling like that light is going all through you. The healing light is what I call it. It could be energizing for you. It could be calming. It could be whatever you need in this moment. Just take 3 more breaths, enjoying the feeling of this light coursing through your body. Perfect. And this is something you can do, really just taking a few minutes whenever you have time, each day or each week. It's a way to check in with yourself. And if you can't get your mind to settle, say you're working through this and all of a sudden you've got more thoughts coming into your mind, even, mundane thoughts like, oh, I've got to change the laundry. Go back to the beginning of letting those thoughts just float by and breathing them out. Going back to taking a deep cleansing breath in and breathing out those thoughts so they get out of your body. And be gentle on yourself. It takes time to be able to quiet your mind, but even the practice of doing it is beneficial in self-care. And again, when you start coming out of this, move around, move your shoulders, your back, do a little movement just so you're feeling a little loose. And also be gentle with, if you are in this position, of getting out of the position. Straighten your legs. Just do whatever you can to feel better, right? Do a little child's pose or really anything, and make sure you love yourself. Give yourself a hug. I love the butterfly hug too. This can actually help to calm you with the bilateral movements. Just a little touch, a little love to yourself, because yourself is beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you next week.